Let's move on to our fourth battle of the night. We have the Riddim Rotoms versus the cross-branded Brawlers. Let's go to our first team, the Riddim Rotoms, led by Gelato, playing for the Trevor Project, currently 12th at 4-7, looking to get that record up, but has their work cut out for them in this battle here against the undefeated team here. We have the OU Pokemon of the Garchomp and the Galarian Slowking having the best records of this team. Garchomp at 8-7 and the Galarian Slowking at 11-7. The opposite of my birthday. My birthday is 7-11. How funny. Hint, no. We see the Yu Pokemon, the Inteleon at 5-3, and the Oricorio Pom Pom is at 6-2, coming back from a really good showing last week, having some really good knockouts to its name now. After the fantastic baton pass that we saw last week. We see the RU Pokemon. We have the Klefki at 1-5, the Grafaiai at 1-3, and the Blastoise at 0-1. Oh, we did learn that Grafaiai is pronounced Grafaiai because I looked it up. on Bulbapedia, it said it's based off of a lemur or the II, AYE/AYE. So it's Grafaiai. Good to know. The NU Pokemon, we see the Jolteon at 3-7, the Dhelmise at 0-1, and the Farigiraf at 6-3, a Pokemon that has been doing really good for this team after it was traded from the Shaded Suns. That's the name. We see the PU Pokemon of the Aggron at 1-8, the Octillery at 1-1, as well as the Greedent is at 1-1, with the Zangoose at 0-2. And let's introduce our next team, the cross-branded Brawlers, led by Nahel, playing for People in Need, currently first at 11-0. Really strong team here. We have the Volcarona is at 7-2, and the Hisuian Gudra being scary at 11-3. The UU Pokemon of the Greninja was brought for the first time, but it did not get any knockouts last week. The Conkeldurr is at 3-1. The RU Pokemon, we have the Golisopod at 6-1, the Weavile at 5-1, and the Galarian Weezing is at 7-0. The NU Pokemon of the Mantine at 6-0, the Electros at 3-0, and the Araquanid at 0-1. And the PU Pokemon, the Galvantula, having been brought but did not get any knockouts. It's been a few weeks since it was here. The Whimsicott is at 11-0, the Corsola Galarian is at 5-0, and the Reneragus is at 2-1. This is a team that has just been really, really strong, consistently really strong, having a really good spread of knockouts between all these Pokemon here. So like not really relying on a certain few, Pokemon. It's been kind of spreading out the knockouts between all the Pokemon here. Galvantula has been brought. It's just been a couple weeks, as I think is what I said. Question mark. I don't remember. My brain is dead. But let's see the starting lineups of these two teams. Give it a second. We have the Riddim Rotoms with the Galarian Slowking, the Grafaiai, the Aggron, the Oricorio, Inteleon, and Farigiraf. Wow. I almost called it Girafarig. That's not right. It's a Farigiraf. And the cross-branded Brawlers with the Golisopod, the Whimsicott, the Weavile, the Gudra, Hisuian Gudra, the Electros, and the Runerigus, who we haven't seen in a while. Oh my goodness, excuse me. Let's hop into this battle and get started. We have the Day of Reckoning being led, the Grafaiai, with the Electros being led by the Crossband Brawlers. The immediate parting shot on to the Electros here and switching out to the King of Demons, the Aggron. The Stomping Tantrum, though, is going to do some pretty good damage here. The Smackdown, though, is going to smack the Electros down, obviously, with the U-turn, of course being a quad-resistant hit, just to get the Electros out of there, with the Renerigus being sent out. The switch from the Aggron into the Farigiraf, though, minion number 6, the Stealth Rock being set up by the Renerigus, and the Shadow Ball is going to hit Renerigus, but the Weakness Policy is going to boost the attack and the special attack. The Payback is going to do some good damage here to the Farigiraf. The rest is going to bring it back to full HP, though, and the Chesto Berry is going to wake itself up, with an Earthquake doing some really good damage here as well. We switched from the Farigiraf into Inteleon, though. An Earthquake, though, is enough to take down Inteleon, though, unfortunately. Inteleon, my boy. The Galarian Slowking is going to switch out. With a Toxic being set up by the Slowking here to put this Renerigus on a timer, the Earthquake, though, is going to bonk the Twitch moderator. I still love that name. The King of Demons is going to come back. And the Heavy Slam is enough to take down the Renerigus. But the Wandering Spirit is going to go on to the Aggron here. The Weavile does come out. The Brick Break, though, is going to be enough to take down Aggron and give it the Wandering Spirit ability as well. Frigoraph does come back out. But the knockoff is going to outspeed and take down the Frigoraph. Oricorio comes in. The Prince of Darkness comes in. But the knockoff, though, is going to be enough to take down the Oricorio, that's what it's called. And the Day of Reckoning comes back out, Grafite, but will it outspeed? The Switcheroo is going to... Never mind, the Prankster. Oof, the knockoff is going to knock down the Choice Scarf of the Day of Reckoning. And the Cross-Branded Brawlers with the win here. Good game, though, to the Riddim Rotoms. Even I wasn't expecting the weakness policy on the Renerigus. That was crazy. I was not expecting that at all. Oh my goodness.